Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the A-Okie show. My name, of course, is Skip A-Okie because everything that I do is A-OK, except for that stutter. So I am
That's
joined
all right.
today. Thank you. I am joined today by Braxton Hunter. Braxton, how are you doing?
I am doing just okay. I'm doing okay.
A-OK.
Hey,
That
okay.
that's what matters.
You know?
Now, how are you doing during all of this quarantine, man? How are you keeping up, keeping yourself entertained, not being bored?
Honestly, my life hasn't changed that much. I mean, aside from, not wrestling,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm still going to work and coming home and doing nothing as I would normally do on a day-to-day basis. But, when I am home, just spending time with the fiance and stuff and trying to
nice.
watch as many Netflix documentaries and stuff as possible, like Tiger King.
Tiger King, turn
Oh
up.
yeah,
What?
rewatching 13 Reasons Why put myself in a real depression.
Right, it happens. What other shows are you watching on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all that good stuff? What are some picks that you would recommend?
So I've been using Hulu a lot more
Yeah.
as of late because I'm a huge American Dad fan, so I just watch that pretty much all the time unless I'm advised otherwise. Unless
I
I'm
got
told
you.
to turn off the TV or put it on something more mature.
Have you watched Letterkenny yet?
I have not. I've been asked that a couple of
Letter
times. I haven't seen it yet.
Letterkenny is definitely something that you need to binge. I'm on like season 7 right now, and I just started. It's
Oh
so
man.
much fun. It's great.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
It,
have to check that out.
mhm. I come from a small town, and so all those problems are like our problems,
Right.
except they're from a town of 5,000. I came from a town of 923 people, and that's including all of the cows.
Until
So
someone had a baby.
yeah, exactly. Then it became 925 somehow. I've
Yeah.
twins. I don't know. No, we've been friends for about little over a year, maybe 2 years. But so I know you pretty well, and you know me. But
Right.
some of my fans may not know who you are. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Where are you from? How did you get started? All that good stuff.
Well, I am Avril Lavigne's favorite wrestler. I am the Black Rose of professional wrestling. I am Braxton Hunter, and I come from the 337, which is my area code and also my tag team and a lot of other things. But all right, that's how we do
Okay,
it.
there you
But
go.
yeah, I've been wrestling for about roughly 3 years. Training time will add some extra time to that. So I've probably been around the business for closer to 4 or 5 years. But
Mm.
yeah, makes me want to pull my hair out every single day.
That wrestling can get crazy. It's going from show to show every weekend it can get hectic. What are some of your stories from on the road? Like, what's your most memorable story that you can say on camera, of course?
Well, part of this story I can't, but well, I'm gonna tell the part that I can. So
Okay.
one story I love to tell. So I did this Evolve tryout seminar type deal in Atlanta about I want to say it was about a year or so ago. And me and one of my buddies we rode up there together and we did the whole seminar and everything together. And it came time to have the matches, so we're like we paired up because we know each other, inside and out, and we felt like we could have really impressed them enough to maybe get a spot on the show or
Yeah.
hopefully get a contract. So we're doing the match, and about 4 minutes in, he's running heat on me, and he starts choking me on the ropes.
Oh no.
And the ref counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ring the bell. I don't realize this, so I'm still selling around and stuff. And Robbie Brookside just says, "Get out of the ring," and I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, get out of the ring." I'm like, oh no, why? So I'm obviously, kind of upset. So I walk off, and I was wearing like a ring jacket at the time, so I take it off, I throw it, and then one of the other guys that we kind of work around the same circles with walks up, and he's like, "How did he not let you off the ropes for the 5 counts?" Like, but I think the ref. I don't want to say it was the ref's fault, but he was kind of counting pretty fast, and I don't think it was just. So I like to, mess with him a lot and say he cost me my Evolve contract.
Hey, man, there's always next time. You can always go back, do something. Now, I had a blank out. Hey, but that's live television.
Continue that story.
Continue, man.
So later that night, we're staying at the worst hotel. And so we have 2 rooms. One room is 3 and 3, and so one window is looking out over like this street.
Yeah.
And we're gonna call her a worker. There's this worker who's just looking at the hotel room, and we're kind of by the window. So one of the guys opens the window and starts yelling things at her. This lady turns around and bends over. And when I tell you, all you saw was brown on some pink sweatpants. I was out of that room.
Right? Yeah. You can't keep your composure.
Yeah, so, no, I'm out.
So I remember now. We got this train back on track. A little side story, but we got this
story.
You almost made me forget it again.
Yeah.
Now, with you being around for 3 years, I know that you're all over Louisiana. We actually met in Texas at DreamCon, in Waco, Texas. So if you're around whenever DreamCon's in town, come on over. Quick plug. It is what it is.
Promoters out there want to bring in old Braxton Hunter.
We'll get there.
Right.
But
not now. We can't right now. But
but what are some of your biggest accomplishments? What belts have you won that you've been most proud of?
So belts. Let's see. Right now I'm currently the Battle Zone Junior Heavyweight Champion in Mississippi. I have won the Revolt Pro Wrestling Gulf Coast Championship out there in Alabama. I was the New Level Pro Tag Team Champions with Dale Springs for about 7 to 8 months.
Nice.
I'm the first ever DreamCon Heavyweight Champion. And also I won the first ever Serpentico Snake Pit Challenge, which was pretty much a big battle royal to go on to see who would wrestle Serpentico for the Elevate Pro Heavyweight Championship later tonight. And I always forget the name of the DreamCon battle royal. I know it's the Caleb Stevens
it's Dreamers Rumble. Like that.
Yeah, I also won that.
Prince is gonna get mad at me for not knowing.
Right, I always people always want me to write down my accomplishments and stuff. So I always have to go back and check and make sure that because I don't want to mess up the name.
Yeah.
So I always have to go back and look for that. But also I've done extra work with WWE on technically 4 separate occasions. I danced with the Congo line with No Way Jose for a main event one time, and the second time I was actually in a Kit Kat commercial with the No Way Jose Congo line. So I'm a vet at this Congo line stuff.
Well, there's no more Congo line anymore. So
unfortunately, man, that was my spot.
Right. We'll find somewhere else for you to be in there. I'm sure that
nervous security guard number 3.
WWE's somewhere that I've always, whenever I was younger, I always wanted to go there and be in the shows and everything. And now I have the chance. If they ever need a ring crew, hey, I'm here. So,
it's an experience like no other, man. We got to do tryout matches and stuff too, and just to wrestle in their ring, in the big arena and all that. It was crazy. Aside from Adam Pearce going off on
Oh
me,
yeah.
slapping my legs.
It happens, man. So where are some places we spoke earlier about places that you wanted to be in Texas and other places, other states, I should say. Where are some promotions that, or what are some promotions that you have your eye on? Just putting that out in the universe, maybe somebody sees it and hits you up.
Let's see. Texas, mainly. I've been to SOAR a couple times, but I'd love to go back there. It's always
So it's a
fun
lot of fun.
going to SOAR. Yeah.
That's where I'm learning commentary at.
Right. Yeah. No, I love SOAR. I've been there before, as like before I started wrestling for like the Ron Simmons seminar. Easy for you to say.
Right.
I was there for that. That's where I actually I met Prince Sims.
Nice.
So and then I wrestled there once after DreamCon last year, and yeah, so I'd love to go back over there. A lot of stuff in the DFW area, like Metroplex, DFW All Pro, and VIP stuff like that. I'd really like to go over there.
All great companies.
Right. TCW is another one.
Fantastic company. But I'm kind of biased towards that one.
Right.
Kind of the ring announcer over there, you know.
Right. So you got the hookup.
Well, we'll have to talk to B about that one.
Right.
But, I will definitely let him know for you.
Oh, let him know. He knows. He knows who I am. I've been in the ring with him. Don't tell him. Don't make me get back in there with him. What's the one down in Corpus? GCWA or GC?
Yeah, Gold Coast Wrestling.
Yeah, I'd love to go there. Inspire as well.
Yeah.
So I hear that's like one of the meccas of Texas. So.
Right. It's pretty big.
Yeah. Texas.
Even not in Texas.
Oh, not in Texas too.
Yeah, I just mean everywhere. You know,
okay, I guess.
Louisiana. Now people get to hear how I say that state's name and make fun of me.
Louisiana.
I've always said Louisiana. My girlfriend laughs at me because I say it that way. But yeah, you know,
right.
I'm from a town of 900 people.
Yeah. But I'd love to get back down to Florida sometimes too, and work for Punk Pro and Ignite. I know I've talked to the promoters of Ignite, and there was interest in bringing me in not too long ago. So I'd love to work there, get down to Florida. Sweetwater Pro is another one I'd really want to go to. Fest Wrestling, Ronin.
You're just hungry for all these spots, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Have you heard of Southern Honor out of Georgia?
I have not. That's a little bit too far out of my reach to hear about them, but I'm definitely going to have to look them up, especially if you're going to be on it.
Well, we can only hope, but these guys have like the best production value in wrestling, hands down.
Really?
They had I don't know if you heard a while back about Jericho and Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes and them all doing an indie shot.
Yeah,
it was over there. Yeah, they did it out there. It's in Atlanta near the Power Factory.
Okay.
That Cody bought it. It's the Nightmare Factory. So, man, there's so many companies I can name, but a couple of states I just wanted to get to. I'd like to go to California. I didn't want to go out to Vegas, Oregon, or like all around the Midwest. I just want to go everywhere, man. Honestly. And everywhere. I could sit here and name stuff all day.
We'll just name all 50 states, and then hopefully we get there.
Delaware, Vermont,
right?
New Hampshire. They can't even fit a wrestling ring there. It's so small. Rhode Island,
Jersey, all that good stuff.
I'll work the big one in Jersey. The granddaddy of them all.
Now, before I let you go, man, I heard that you are doing some graphic design and stuff like that to keep your time filled. How's that going for you?
I'm trying to get into it. I've kind of dabbled with it a little bit in my teenage years, and I was more of a gamer. But yeah, trying to get back into it and stuff now that I own a wrestling company, and I like eliminating costs for things, and also I I just feel like I have a lot of things in my mind that I would like to do, and instead of paying someone else to do it, I'd rather learn to do it myself. So kind of trying to teach myself, Photoshop, Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
What's the other one? I haven't downloaded it yet, and I could see the other three right here. So, um, After Effects. So there'll be After Effects.
After Effects.
Trying to teach myself all of those. So, not just for my company, any companies I work for, if they ever need the extra help with, production or videos and stuff like that, just to lend a helping hand.
All right. So everyone, if you need help, send Braxton a message and y'all can work something out. See?
But wait a couple weeks. Let me.
Yeah, wait a couple weeks, of course.
But also, facebook.com/Spadesy Productions is my production page.
Shout out. And where else can people find you? Where can they buy some of your merch? Where can they go to support you and your journey, or even just follow you on the social medias? And yes,
So
I
as
said
of
social
now,
medias.
I am out of merch, or all of my merch is outdated, and I don't want to sell it because I just hate looking at it. So I'm going to be getting some new merch once this whole quarantine thing is done. But
All right.
if you want to follow me, just Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is Braxton Hunter PR. YouTube, just be Braxton Hunter. Soon I'll be posting some stuff on there, trying to get some content out while we don't have much going on. And also, you can check out my podcast at Tacos and Boudin, the weekly mix. It's myself and formerly known as Alex Cruz. We do a podcast together, just talking about events and trying to throw in a little comedy and stuff in there. So definitely check us out. We're on Spotify. Soon we're going to be on iTunes, but I'm having some issues, getting that together. But as soon as I get that done, we'll be up on iTunes, Apple Podcasts. We're on Podbean as well, and you can find that on all of my social media. And I think that's about it.
All right, sounds good.
Also, wait, one more. You can also follow Pro Wrestling Movement at Pro Wrestling Movement 1 on Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook is just Pro Wrestling Movement. How did I almost forget my own company?
I was just about to ask you, what is Pro Wrestling Movement? Trying to get your name out there a little bit more,
Right. No,
Hey,
Pro
man.
Wrestling Movement is we could talk about it real quick.
Yeah, hey man, whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah,
What-
Pro
what is-
Wrestling
talk to
is
me.
basically just it's my company that I created. I know all the vets of the business are going to say that I'm way too young to be running a company, and I agree. But guess what? I'm doing it anyway. So it's my company. We just started up this year. Basically, just trying to get a new, not even a new, an alternative to the current Louisiana independent wrestling scene. When I was with my previous company, we would run shows in my hometown of Cecilia.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that, we kind of had a falling out. But I didn't want to just stop running shows for those fans, because a lot of those fans are also family, friends, and people that I grew up with and stuff, and I knew how much they loved it. So, we kind of came up with the idea to just piss everyone off and become the youngest promoter in Louisiana history and open up Pro Wrestling Movement. We also like to touch on like anti-bullying and mental health and stuff. We're looking to try to, once all this is done and the schools open up, do anti-bullying rallies and stuff like that, and just let people know we're here to help, we're here to entertain, and we're here to lend an ear.
All right, man. I know that I always try to promote businesses that help out just further than wrestling, and I can really appreciate what all you're trying to do for as far as bullying and mental health goes. That's great.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's definitely a big subject for me.
Right. I understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, is there anything else before we go away? I'm love to have you back on the podcast sometime. If you remember something else, you're like, oh,
yeah, right.
something else. And so I'm like, all right,
hey,
cool.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, man, I'm love to have you back on.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being on, man. Really appreciative. You have yourself a great day.